Hello, welcome. So I know it's been a while since I've posted. Life has been lifing. My son is currently napping, so I thought I would get on here and do a really quick update on what I'm using for my planner system. And okay, cat. My cat literally just jumped on my lap. And kind of a quick update on where I've been. So I'll get into the update really quickly. I am pregnant and exhausted. That's pretty much it. I have had no desire to do anything since my pregnancy. This is my second one. If you're new here, I have a infant who's not quite a year yet, and it's been a lot. So I've just been surviving in motherhood, and I hit a really bad planner funk. I still am not really sure if I like this setup currently, but it's been working for this week at least, which is awesome. And I'll kind of just get into this a little bit. So this is an asextology that I've been using, and I actually really love it. And then I guess, I don't know, I hit the planner funk and I was like, well, I don't want to use my asextology. I want to use something else. So I tried to go to my Nanami B6 Slim, and that didn't work because I'm not used to that size now. And I was kind of stressing about the size of it, and I felt like it kind of threw off my whole groove of the A6. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to use the B6 Slim, which is fine. So then I tried to do a traveler's notebook pocket size, but the cover that I have only has one string on the inside, and I had to jump band all of my inserts except for the one, which was fine. However, I could only jump band up to 3 inserts total. I couldn't do any more than that because the cover was not a pocket plus size, so it could only hold 3. Well, then that kind of made it a little bit more difficult because I need more than 3. I needed at least 4, and I tried different things and they weren't working, and there's no pockets on the inside like this, and it was just a mess. And I don't really want to spend, $80 to $100 or plus, however much they are, depending on where you buy them from, for a leather TN cover right now. The last one I bought from Chic Sparrow, I ended up getting the Passport Plus, and I was very disappointed in the size and just everything in general. So I ended up reselling that, which is fine. I don't mind, but I don't want to buy another TN and then not love it. And so it's really difficult for me to purchase a leather one. So I've been going back and forth on if I want to buy one. I wish there was a store locally that I could just go and look at TNs. I know Barnes & Noble had some for a while, a couple years ago, but I'm kind of wondering if they're coming out more so closer to like back to school. So I'm going to try again in, I think probably I'll just go and check frequently between June and August, because that's kind of like our back to school season. It just really depends, I guess, for each store. Sometimes you'll go in and then you'll go in again and they'll randomly have like school supply stuff, and you're just like, when did this happen? So I have my asextology back. I have fought and fought and fought. So a little bit of a brief history if you're new here. When I was in my B6 Slim, I had a 3 pocket credit card holder that I just end up moving from every B6 I use to the next B6 Slim, and it works great. And I just kind of glue it with a glue stick to the spine right here in the front, and then I just add tape and it stays. It's just what works for me, and I love it. So I have struggled with the A6. I have bought credit card holders, and they are just not working for me. I bought it for like a ring planner on accident, which is weird because the one that I have for my B6 Slim was a ring credit card holder for obviously a rings planner, and it worked. I just don't know. I don't know who I ordered it from because I've had it for years. It's kind of looking a little jank because I've taken it out of planners so much and put them back in. Anyways, I was trying to come up with a way to use this. So I have like this clear pocket, and I was like, oh, I'll just put my credit cards in there. Did not work. It fell out. The pocket's kind of like ripped on the side now, which I'm actually very disappointed because these were the Target dollar spots that everybody raves about. But what I have never heard anybody say is that they rip. Maybe I'm just super rough with mine. I know I'm not gentle and, you know, delicate with my planners. As you can see, there's a lot of like wear and tear, like my washi tape's already coming up, like, and it's fine. That's just how I am with my planners. Like, it's just, I literally just throw it in whatever bag I have and go. I'm constantly taking it out, you know, or it's being moved from one place to another, or I'm in it, or what have you. So I don't mind that mine don't stay pretty because I need it to be functional and not just for decoration. And that's my planning style. Now, I do like adding stickers and that sort of thing, but the purpose of my planner is to remember things and log things and, you know, notes or lists or whatever I need it for. That's what my planner is for. I don't have a planner to decorate to make it look pretty because I like something pretty to look at. And again, that's just my system and how I do things. And I'm not sure how everybody else does them, but just for me, that's what I do. So I love that mine gets, you know, the edges look like this because I put washi tape in it. Or I had, where is it? In the beginning, I had painted, oh my gosh, it was going to be like a, I have not covered up anything. Okay. Like I had painted in it because I was like, oh, at one point I was just going to use this as kind of like a on-the-go art book. And then I decided that I didn't want to paint in it or draw in it or whatever. And I was going to use it as a planner, which is where we're at now. So a while ago when I made my, when I was in my passport TN, I had made a credit card holder. Now, this was like one of the first ones I made. I have another one somewhere. I couldn't find it. And it had, so this, I'm not going to take it out because this thing is a nightmare to get back in. It's such a snug fit. And then, of course, like the covers of my A6 is coming apart and I don't want to take this out. But anyways, this essentially had 4 pockets. It had 2 in the front and then 2 on the back. And I just had laminated it. Okay, sorry, I had to, I thought I heard my son. I had to laminate it and then I just folded it in half. So the fold is where the band would be when it was in my pocket TN. And that worked great. Like I really loved that system. I loved, I really loved this. And I know, like I said, it doesn't look it's not like the lines are not, you know, straight. I ended up cutting this after I laminated it because it just had the slit right here, but the pocket was so deep that when it was just the slit up here, I couldn't get my credit cards in and out, and so I had to cut a hole. And it wasn't, obviously, because it was like my first time making it, it wasn't really well thought out. And the YouTube video that I had followed, I don't even think, no, she did cut it, but she kind of did like a half circle. And the other one that I made, I did the half circle. But now that I'm thinking of it, I don't remember how exactly she did it. I don't know if I think what she did was she cut the half circle, whatever you want to call it, half moon. I don't even know what the correct terminology is for it, but y'all get what I'm saying. She cut it out, I think, before she laminated it, and then she just took why can I not think of the name of that tool right now? Pregnancy brain. Anyway, she took oh my gosh, she took a blade and just cut the lamination so then she could slip her cards in and out. So of course, I didn't want to remake this at the time because it kind of took me forever to figure out how she put it together, even though there were step-by-step instructions. But because I was new, it was just, it was a mess. Okay, so we're just going to kind of jump to this week because I don't really have a lot in here. And I don't have a lot more space on my phone, so I have to hurry because I want to upload this. So I'm just going to keep track of like my Bible reading and my devotion. I decided to give myself a sticker anytime I read my Bible because I've really been struggling to find a time to do it. And like I said, I am surviving motherhood right now, so anything that will help me get in my Bible or give me an incentive is what I really want. Even if I'm only reading a couple paragraphs or verses out of each chapter, I'm trying to study the book of Ephesians. So this is kind of like my layout right now. I know there's not much because I'm not sure if I like this layout, so I don't want to decorate too much. I kind of just have next week's already put on paper, and that's kind of where I'm at. Everything has been the same. I've kept everything else the same in here from my other videos. Now, I will say I wanted to find a cover. This is an A6 Stalogy cover that the Pen and Gear notebook fit in. I was tired of having the Pen and Gear outside of my A6 Stalogy and not in the same cover, which is why I was really struggling with the Pocket TN, is because the Pen and Gear did not fit in my Pocket TN cover. No, I don't have a Dollar Tree. I've seen those covers. I've actually had a friend go look for me who lives in another state, and she can't find them. Come to find out, I guess they come out around back to school, so she's going to check again in a few months. But for this, what I'm doing is I really love this setup. I literally am just kind of doing a list, and then I think I'm going to start doing gratitude or maybe journaling a bit on this side, which is what I did a while ago when I was in another, it wasn't Pen and Gear, it was one from Target, but that won't fit in this cover because it's, instead of it being rounded on the edges, it's square, and so it's a little bit longer than the actual cover. But this is what I've been doing, and I really, really like it. I love being in the Pen and Gear. I love that this can be my brain dump, whatever I need it to be. So I have to end the video here because my storage is about to run out, but that's where I've been. I've been in a planner funk, in everything funk, and I'm surviving motherhood, and this is my current setup. I will be back with a longer video, so thank y'all for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!